Commanders are 7-5, ladies and gentlemen. If you are excited about that, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Now let's talk about today's game. YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Juan Gotti here, talking about the Washington Commanders just defeating the Atlanta Falcons 19-13. As your Washington Commanders now go to 7-5, show your support on the channel by hitting that subscribe button, hitting that like button, and leaving a comment down below. Now, let me first start by saying this. This game was fast as I don't know what. It is 3:59, and I'm recording my post-game video. Both teams wanted to control the clock, okay? Both teams wanted to control the clock. And when you combine two teams that want to run the ball and control the clock, that's how fast these games are going to go. Now, the games go by fast when we play because that's what we want to do, right? But when you combine two teams that want to do the same thing, this is what you're going to get. You're going to get a fast game. And the defense today was not the best. The run defense was not the best, okay? But it doesn't matter because when we needed them most, not once, not twice, but 3 times, defense stepped up huge when we needed them most. We needed them most. They stepped up huge. I don't care about how many yards Marcus Mariota, Cordell Patterson, or 25. I don't care how many yards they had on the ground. They were killing us all game. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. But when we needed the defense most, they got stop after stop after stop. Daron Payne, pay that man. Daron Payne just basically saved the game. And then my boy Tress Way won us the game with the running into the kicker. Daron Payne, pay that man. He deserves his money. Kendall Fuller, yet another pick in back-to-back weeks. Johnny on the spot. Defense saved that game. Okay? Because Scott Turner, his play calling is terrible, bro. Terrible. And especially on that drive where the defense got to stop. All you need to do is continue to run the ball and put it on ice. But you want to get cute. You want to run tosses. You want to run end arounds. No, just keep feeding Brian Robinson, who had a career day. His best game, went over 100 yards, and not only 100 yards, he ran dude over for a touchdown. Little boy, get off me. Brian Robinson, I love Brian Robinson. I love Antonio Gibson. This is what the 1-2 punch should look like, okay? This is what it should look like. This is what Ron Rivera envisioned. Great day from Brian Robinson on the ground. We should have kept feeding him. Scott Turner, this game should not even have been close. Okay, the Falcons cannot score touchdowns unless it's us aiding them. On 2nd and 25 early in the game, we should have forced them to punt. But what did we do? We allowed them to pick up 22 yards on 2nd down. Okay, that's their only touchdown drive of the day. Everything else was field goals. They cannot score unless we help them. Their offense is inept to move the ball unless they get a big run. They do not want Marcus Mariota passing the ball. If they can beat teams with just running the ball and Marcus Mariota's legs, that's what they're going to do. But the minute you force them to pass and have to have Marcus Mariota to win it for you on your shoulders, they're not going to succeed. And that's what the defense did today. Okay, they allowed the run game to percolate. Okay, they were doing a good job of blocking Jonathan Allen, Daron Payne, double teaming them. They were just running away from them. They were running to the edges, and this is where Chase Young needs to be. Okay, this is where we're missing him a lot. Them running to the edge to James Smith-Williams, to F.A. Obata. Okay, the read options to the edge. If Chase Young is right there, they're not doing that so willingly, but it was so open all game long. We need to fix that, and hopefully, whenever we get Chase Young back, that's where his presence is going to be felt mostly, okay? How about Montez Sweat? Coming up with a huge sack. First, D. Payne with the tackle for loss on 1st down. Then Tez with the sack on 2nd down. Man, this defensive line stepped up when we needed to. Again, they were not perfect at all today, but they stepped up when we needed them to mostly, okay? When we needed them mostly, they stepped up. Now, you transition to the offense side of the ball. The offense today, besides Brian Robinson, it wasn't the best. But what did we expect, okay? It was a rainy game. We already know what Taylor Heineke is. We know what Taylor Heineke is. We know what Scott Turner wants to do. But you cope that, and you combine that with it being a rainy day. then that's not going to go well for your offense. So I already expected us not to put up a lot of points, but definitely having the opportunity to and not doing it, it was a little frustrating at times. But for the most part, Washington played how the game went out how I expected it to go out, and Washington prevails and go to 7-5. Now let's go ahead and look at some of these stats. So like I said, you already know B-Rob had a big day, had his best day as a professional. He went over for Marcus Mariota start with the defense. Marcus Mariota, 15 for 25, 174 yards, a touchdown and interception. Okay, that's exactly what his stat line looked like all year. We kept him under 200 passing yards. He killed us on the ground with the read option, but again, defense stepped up when we needed some. James Smith-Williams, he made a big play on the read option where he should have lost about 6, but he ended up losing 2 because he broke off the tackle. And then you transition to Taylor Heinicke. Taylor Heinicke, 14 for 23, 138 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Brian Robinson, 18 carries, 18 yards, or 18 carries for 105 yards and a touchdown. B-Rob or AG, 9 carries, 32 yards. Okay. Now I want to say this. I want to address the halftime debacle. Okay. First of all, Ron Rivera, his play clock his clock management is terrible. Okay, you got 3 timeouts and 1:15 left. You telling me you're not going to use that? You're going to let the Falcons wind the clock all the way down to 30 seconds and then finally decide to call a timeout after you get the stop on 4th down? Now tell me, what is the difference with having 1:15 and 3 timeouts and then you get the stop on 4th down and then you call a timeout? What is the difference? It's time. But at the same time, you got a stop regardless. So why didn't you call the timeout earlier to provide more time for your offense to work? Okay? Why? Ron Rivera, his clock management continues to be piss poor. It's annoying because we don't have that killer mindset. And that's starting with Ron Rivera. And then it wears off on Scott Turner. We don't have that killer mindset. The Falcons shouldn't have been in this game, okay, late. We should have been put them away. The defense played well enough down the stretch to where we should have put them away. It shouldn't have took 3 defensive stops late for them to be put away. We should have been put them away. But Scott Turner doesn't have that killer mindset. Ron Rivera doesn't have that killer mindset. We get up 10 or 7. They want to get comfortable. No, continue to put points on their head. Taylor Heinicke, poor decision. Terrible decision. You had Antonio Gibson wide open in the flats, but you try to force it into triple coverage. And then after you do that, you basically rob our opportunity away of 3 points. Like, I wanted a touchdown on that drive because I felt like, hey, we got time. We got 3 timeouts or 2 timeouts and some time on the clock. I want to try to go for a touchdown, but at worst case scenario, kick a field goal. Give Joey Sly a chance. And we didn't do that. Taylor Heinicke makes a poor decision throwing it into triple coverage, and it picks off. Luckily, Young Wei Koo missed his field goal because they got a field goal attempt, and luckily he missed it. Or this could have been a totally different ball game. Taylor Heinicke has to be better. Okay, I'm scared to play those games where it has to rely on his shoulders because I know every single time he's going to make at least one boneheaded mistake. Every game, it's just like he has to get it out of his system. Like, he has to throw a pick every single game. Washington must control the clock moving forward in every single game if we want to have a chance. Okay. Joey Sly. Solid day from Joey Sly. He missed the PAT. I understand that, but someone said it was a bad snap. He missed the PAT. But outstanding day from Joey Sly besides that. Making your field goals, kicking it out the back of the end zone and kicking it to the up man, not allowing Cordell Patterson to get a return. And then when he did get a return, you kind of squibbed it so it rolled up to him and allowed our defense to get back down there, our coverage team get down there fast. Great day by Joey Sly. Okay, Joey Sly, another great day. Then Chestway winning us the game. Okay, he's setting up the punt, and the guy runs into his foot, not allowing him to land. That's running into the kicker. You can't do that. You got to allow the kicker to land, and he didn't. Chestway, great game. Okay, you had a few punts that was like iffy, but you also had a beautiful punt that put them inside their own 5, and then you basically won us the game. Deron Payne, Kendall Fuller saved us the game. Offense tried to give it away yet again. Defense gets a stop, and then they go back out there. Offense tries to settle it again, and then when we were set to punt, Tressway wins us the game. So overall, not the best game, but I don't care how it looks as long as the Washington Commanders are coming out on top and we win our games. We are going to be happy. Okay, I don't care. I'm going to be happy. We're going to be happy. I don't care if the score is 19-13 or 43-10. Although I would love the dominant performance of a win, that's just not the team we are. As long as we're winning these games, that's all I care about. And now your Washington Commanders are in the 7th seed and control their destination in their dynasty where they want the season to go. All they have to do is win. And they got it done today at home in a messy one, in a wet one. Now we have to get prepared for the New York Giants. So, yeah, man, there you have it. Washington Commanders win. Let me know how you guys are feeling about that win. Your Washington Commanders, our Washington Commanders are 7-5. So with that being said, as always, it's me, boy Juan Gotti. Like, comment, subscribe. Hello to the Washington Commanders. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers, so please hit that subscribe button again. Come on, man. Your Washington Commanders is 7-5, and it's free. Hit that subscribe button. It's free. Thank you so much. As always, it's me, boy Juan Gotti. I'm out. Peace.
Jimmy!
Cross me one time, that's gonna get you popped. Get you popped.